Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm doing a solo playthrough for the game 1565 St. Elmo's Pay. I'll be playing this on easy. If you want to see how to play the game, please of course check out that video. I'm not using an external microphone. That's because I might be standing, as I'm currently doing. I might be sat down, and ultimately I don't want it to have a cable involved, which may well occur. And also, as this is being recorded in 4K, please of course check that out to make sure. It allows you to actually see as much as you can of the table and actually what I'm doing. Aside from that, I will be playing as the Ottomans. So in the history of 1565, they invaded, but they did not take St. Elmo's Pay, very much like a 300 kind of story. I have played as, obviously, the Maltese, and I managed to win. It was quite close. It happened in the 13th round. There's some ambiguity in some of the rules about resources. I've played it where I believe to understand it based on the rules, although there's a slight clarification on the website Board Game Geek. However, having said that, it was a fantastic experience, and I've actually upped my rating because lots of people haven't liked it as a solo game, but I've really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping to bring that to you right now. Aside from that, I was going to zoom in a bit more, but actually I think that the majority of what you can see is actually legible and necessary, as we can see it here. So of course, do let me know in the comments if that's okay. Like I said, I've been playing around with this for the best part of about 8 hours to check out actually the layout and ensure it looks okay. Aside from that, if you're familiar with the game, if you've now watched the other video and check out the cards as well, I have got the objectives for both teams playing through A through to G, and I'll just tell you what I did when I played as Maltese. My strategy in that particular game was to cycle through and complete all the objectives and start working through controlling these various locations. And when you control 2 frontiers, once you've destroyed 2 of them, you win the game. Last time I destroyed 2 and the opponent destroyed 1 pretty much in the same round, so it was very close. I tried to destroy my opponent, so of course this is now my opponent, it wasn't when I played. And I happened to do 3 damage to them, and then turned out the next round they drew a card which said heal all the damage from 1 character. That was the only place I was damaging, and thus it was a bit of a waste. I tried something different, and actually then the other thing happened as well. Now the way it works is the opponent will have their deck. The first player, which is myself, the player, goes first. So of course I played as Jean Passeau de Valette last time. Valletta is the capital of Malta. I've been there, it's a lovely place. And this time, of course, I'm playing as Mustafa Pasha. Now, of course, hit the like button, please share. And of course, this will also be talked about in Board Game for One. So hopefully that sounds of interest to you. Obviously, I've got my various tokens here. I do have the rule books out here just to show you some brief things. And because the player raids aren't as useful, as there isn't a solo one, just to let you know, whenever the opponent will draw a card, there's a layout, which is much easier to show you here. That's how they come out. And they're always going to have the cheapest card possible. Now that's the one negative I think people have, because the cheapest card will be a 0. As you can see, it takes a bit of time, but as it goes on, this does speed up. So by all means, if you need to skip through by 10 seconds as I do it, I completely understand. So this will come out. Now let's talk about these resources. You normally have to spend cards equal to the resource cost. So that wouldn't cost you anything, but 2 will cost you 2 of your cards. But in this particular game, in easy, it will cost you -1. So hopefully that is just about familiar as it kind of zooms in and gets it there. Come on, this is actually just 5 different cameras focusing on it, but try and get this to kick in. There it is. So it has 5 different values. And as you can see, these do vary based on the difficulty level. Easy, normal, hard, hero, epic, and king. Well, it was hard enough to me, and again, I haven't played yet as the Ottomans. Now, the other thing is, so of course, these cards are going to be there. We're going to mill through the deck to find the relevant numbers. And the way I'll work is if I find a 0 and then discard it, I'll put it off to the side, and then therefore I know where they are. Separately, I haven't gone through my cards, so it does recommend you draft your cards. So you have to pick 50 cards at least. And I think there's about 84 cards in the deck, maybe 74 here. And the way I'm going to do it is anything that's expensive, like a 5, I'm going to skip. Probably anything with a 4 initially as well, and then deal with them afterwards. I happened to actually keep 60 cards last time. I did buy some 4 value cards in that prior game. And it happened that, yeah, as I was doing various things counteracted and worked with me. Let's just go through some of them. Of course, whilst I'm doing this, please check out the playlist as well. There's various other playlists which you can navigate to whilst you're still watching this and I'm narrating. And they include watching other videos, of course, which have a solo playthrough, which are solo-based games or games that you can solo. Also other playlists on playthroughs, such as this. Family weight games, which I still think this is. There's nothing horrendous, let's say, in terms of art, which might be a bit too graphic for some. So that's something that might be of interest. It's also in the AmassGames playlist. It's not a cooperative game, it's not an escape room game, it's not an Uwe Rosenberg game, or with the art, which is fantastic as it is, it's not by Clemens Franz. So again, this is the reason I got this game, because of the art, and as you can see how lovely it looks. So I've picked through all the cards that I think look quite good, just based on value alone. Then I'll just go through and see which cards I may not need. Now some of these cards do actually have solo written on them, so I'll talk to you about them in due course. So let's go through them. So of course, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get rid of those 5s. Let's do through the rest. So we've got a number of cards. Let's just check we do have at least 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good, so you have enough cards. Now the other thing I do recommend is when you do play with this game, I have got the promo pack 1, which I'm using in here. You might well notice on some of these cards, such as here, it's a promo card. So let's go through. Do I want this card? Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card's frontier? Yeah, I like that. Draw 3 cards, discard 1. Nope, don't care about that. Deal 1 damage. I mean, the good thing about it is it does have might. But generally speaking, I don't care about it too much. Each Ottoman trait gains might. It's situational. Deal 1 damage to a non-enemy leader. It's not terrible, but the downside I'm doing damage to try and get something back. So I'm going to skip that for now. Play another card with a something less on it, something fewer. Reveals their hand. Well, of course, I don't need that. There's a solo. Destroy 1 enemy tactics. Nah, let's see if we get one anyway. Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this frontier. A bit too expensive. Do 1 damage to 1 enemy up to 3 rows away. It's good if, of course, it's working with me here, which it's not. Just to let you know, these are the cards you need to set up with when you play as the Ottomans. These are the cards you start with when you play as the Maltese. So I don't mind it, but I'm going to skip it. I was going to focus on something like that and go heavy on it. And you get different points values depending on how well you do. Destroy 1 enemy leader. No, it's going to cost me 2 unless I bring out a 3. And last time I didn't get on to bringing out level 3s, I don't think. So it's just something to be aware of. Control enemy infantry. Nope. Gains plus might whilst in row 3. I'm going to skip that for now as well. Deal damage to a frontier. Deal 2 extra damage to that frontier. Yep. That I do like. I'll skip that for now. Deal 3 to 1 non-leader enemy. Nope. Take control of enemy Spanish card and place the same frontier. No. Draw 3 cards, choose 1. Nope. To the end of the round, your opponent's zeal is 0. Handy, but obviously that's much later on. In fact, I could keep it, but I think I've ditched my card by then. Discard the cards, do 1 damage to an enemy leader, do 1 damage to this frontier. Yeah, these are fine. Tire 1 enemy, no. Destroy 1 enemy infantry, no. Cancel an event, no. Those are quite handy actually, but it's an event to be played, and then my hand limit's going to be tough. Deal 1 damage, I'll keep hold of it for now. Do 1 damage frontier. Yeah, okay, I'll keep that. Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card's frontier. Okay, fine. To this card in this frontier, and a sacrifice can be played from the top. Nope. Gains 1 zeal. It's too situational. Draw 3 cards. Nope. Do 1 damage to every enemy. Fine. Tire 1 non-leader enemy. Yeah. Destroy this card. Play 1 card for free. No. Destroy 1 leader character. Nope. Do this card. 1 enemy frontier. Play 1 artillery card for free. Nope. Play 1 card at cost. Nope. Unless sacrifice, this can be played from the top. Nope. Although it does have a might on it. Anyway, remove all enemy from a unit. That's good if I need it. Although I think that's going to be fine. I do like that card a lot. But anyway, that's potentially. Destroy an attachment. Possibly good. Destroy 1 enemy unit with a zeal. Okay, fine. Destroy 1 enemy tactics. No. Exchange positions. Nah. Draw 1 card. No. Tire 1 enemy. Fine. Marksman, destroy 1 non-leader enemy. Nope. Cunning, tire 1 leader enemy in this card's frontier. Fine. Okay, your opponent cannot move cards in this frontier. Deal 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card's frontier. Yeah. Deal 1 damage. Fine. It's tricky this. Unless sacrifice this card and played. No. Attach to yep. Attach to a frontier. This card gains might. Yep. Fine. Deal this card 1 enemy damage. Fine. Attach to a unit. So we can do that. When a unit or character is dealt damage, prevent one of those damages. Yeah, unless sacrifice this card being played from the top. Not that useful, but I'll stick with it. Attach to a unit, it gains +1 might. Catch unit plus seal, and when learned. So let's get rid of that card. How many got now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. So we haven't got enough cards suddenly, which is fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 15 more cards. Let's bring out this one. 14 more cards. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 9 cards left. Let's go for cheap stuff. 1 cards. 8 cards. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Okay, let's do for that. 50 cards. Done. I'll time to sit down and play. So shuffle my deck, and I'm going to start drawing up my cards. Okay, now I could mulligan. That is an option I can play. And let's consider that now. So, of course, check out the description. Follow on Instagram. We have 2,200 photographs. And aside from that, of course, please support on Patreon. Okay, so, and Linktree always has brand new stuff, giveaways and stuff like that on there too. Okay, so we're going to first draw up some cards. And let's see. Okay, so we've drawn 2 cards. Let's see what happens. And begin. So I've got a 2 card and I've got a 3 card. Not very useful. I can spend this. Gains might on emerald 3. Not very useful at all, but I could bring this out. Okay, so it doesn't help for this thing based on what it is. So I think I could choose to pass. I'll explain how that works in a second. I might work on these though. So do 1 damage to 1 unit up to 5 rows away in this card's frontier. Okay, so I could do that. Let's do that to destroy this and deal this card damage, 1 damage. Yeah, okay, let's do that, especially based on what I have. So we're now going to get some damage here, so that would have gone. We'll lose that card. Okay, so that's come out. You know, that's going to come out later. Let me think about this. I might want to focus on other stuff. Let's just try and chip it down next round. So I've done that. It's their turn. Nothing. Nope. And nothing. So it can now draw a card which can have a 0 on it. So the best thing I do is turn it over and just find the first 0. There's about 5 odd or so. There you go. So the first card comes out as this. And I actually leave the cards as they are, so I keep finding the 0 easier. When a unit or character is dealt damage, prevent one of those damages. Okay, fine. So that's going to come out there. As above, but higher when used. Okay, so. Right. Alright. On to myself. Deal with 1 card damage to this 1 enemy to 1 enemy in this card's frontier. Okay, action, deal this card 1 damage. Let's do that. Deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in this card's frontier. There we go, and now we've lost that card. Costing 3, I think it's worth it. So we've now lost that card. Okay, and then that's going to come down, but it doesn't in this particular version. Now it's their turn, so now they are, is dealt damage, prevent one of those damages. Okay, so that would happen. So maybe I could choose to do it differently. Let's think about that. It is a character, so I wouldn't have lost it. That is going to be a nuisance. Okay, so I think I will pass. They still get one more turn. So they now draw their second 0 card. Oh, actually, sorry. They won't draw a card, as I said, because it can't draw when it's on -1. So that would have gone. It wouldn't have occurred. It wouldn't have picked a card yet. I'll shuffle that or do whatever. This would have been destroyed because it's on -1. We're still in round 1. And now it's drawing, well, it would have drawn that card. This time it comes out. Okay, so when using it, it's just dealt 1 damage, prevent one of those damages. Okay, so now that stays as it is. It's back to me. Of course, I've passed. Now they are passing. And then we move on. So what happens now? Well, of course, we ready our cards. We move on to round 2. And we just check through everything else that is still on here. So we have obviously chosen solid player. But of course, we start. Ottomans start regardless, but we're playing solos to it anyway. Each player then, oh, and this should be in this order. It's another miss. Sorry about that. Check out the D, of course, comments. No mistakes intentional. I'm not doing Klingon. Each player from the lead, Ottomans plays first. We've done that. Arranged objectives. We've done that too. Of course, I could choose to still focus on fighting on my objective, but it's destroyed it anyway. So we both lost our objectives. We both move on to the next thing. And there we go. So we have now gone through the various stuff. We've done the deployment, we've done our turns, we've now done the frontier, of which we're not doing any because there's nothing to take. We have now shuffled our army decks and we're moving on to what we're picking next. Oh, I should have actually drawn some extra cards, so that would have happened. So the extra 2 cards, let's just say I hold on to because it's too late to potentially mulligan. Yeah, I think we'll just keep as it is. Okay, so we're now moving on to what we're doing next. I'm happy to keep my cards as they are. They're not great, but let's see. Actually, I haven't looked at them. Yeah, I think based on what I had, I would have mulliganed them as well. So let's just double check that, just to make sure that's fine. But then, of course, my cards could run out. I am playing with fewer cards this round. I will choose to leave it like that and see. Okay, so cards aren't great. We'll see what happens. So moving on to round 2, we're still on -1, so they're not playing any cards. So it's my first turn to do something. This is where this might be of use. Right, straighten up my stuff. I know you can't see the bottom of this card, but that's fine. So let's have a look. I could deal 1 damage to an enemy leader, so it's going to cost me 3. I haven't drawn up my new cards. Beginning of the round, I've dropped 2 new cards. And what can I do? Each unit, the Ottoman trait, I've got, oh, fantastic, they all have it. They all gain 1 might until the end of this round. Well, I'm definitely playing that, so let's play that as an event. Losing 3 cards, deal 1 damage to this card and to this enemy frontier. I like that card. Deal 1 damage to a non-enemy leader. I think we can get rid of this anyway, so I'll spend that one. Gain plus white whilst in row 3, pretty nice. Deal 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card frontier. Oh, also really nice. 5 rows away, so this is an idea too. I'm thinking of maybe wasting this guy to overcome this. I'm going to discard this card, and let's see what else, see what I need. Do 1 damage to this card in this card's frontier. I need to spend some cards. I think I'm just going to tire this, spending 1 action, spending 2 actions, that's 2, 3, to bring out this event. So let's do that first. Each, so attaching over here, end of the round, we do need some might, we need 2, so we're beating it by quite a bit over here, 2, 3, 4, 7, so we're already up by 5, 7 minus the 2 is 5 damage. Let's see if we can get an extra one out. So tied those, oh, these have been tied, never mind. Deal 1 damage to this card and this card frontier. Okay, so that's not terrible. We could just try and take some Elmo quickly. Deal 1 damage to one non-lead enemy. This card gains might to bottom row 3. Okay, so we're spending this card, the might card, and do 1 damage to this card enemy. Right, we're going to play. Let's go heavy on guns. 2 cards. Spend those cards and bring out. Oops. Spend. Yeah, let's do this. Right, bring out some might for the time being. As an action, and we're just going to start plonking away at it. And it's going to do 3 damage since it's an Elmo. Great. Okay, so I've taken my turn, they take its turn. They can't draw a card because, of course, it's on 0. So now it's back to me. And my turn is to, just chock this to deal 1 enemy. So we're going, the frontier gets 1, I get 1. Of course, then its turn, it can't do anything, then I will pass. Actually, I could still do something here. I will pass. Well, I'll be doing damage. So I've got 1 on my objective because it's the difference of 3 minus the 1. Then we reset, so on to round 3. On to round 3. So as you can see, it's ticking along. I get to go first. I draw 2 cards. Oh, plus each unit with the Osman trait, so we've had an extra. Oh, so what would I have done differently? I would have chosen to have not. Let's do a retro on that because that's just too worth it. So I would have an extra 1, 2. So an extra 2, which meant that wouldn't have come out. It would have stayed in my hand, and I've had 1 card back. Okay, now I've drawn 2 cards, and then I will have played that event. There's a thing, of course, focusing on narrating, which I wouldn't necessarily do, which is why I feel like I'm okay with doing that. It doesn't change the state of play. This is when bringing out this one could be good. 1 damage, this card, every enemy's frontier. Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card frontier. So it's similar. I think we want this card 3. Spending these 3 for now. Let's do that. 3. And let's actually spend that and take 1 card back. So that's brought this out. Deal 1 card. So we're not going to spend that. We're going to keep that. Its turn. It can't do anything. It's my turn. And now we are going to. Shall we choose to wait? We need to do 3. So currently we have 2 might, 3, 4, 7. Difference 7 minus 2 is 5. So it's got enough. It doesn't need to do that much. So I can definitely do 1 damage there. To do a damage to me, damage it. And now I've still got 5 left, so I'll do 5 damage, which is a difference of 3. So now that's completed, which allows me to draw 1 card. So B is completed. And solo destroy 1 draw 1 card. What can I do now? Nothing of use here. Deal 2 damage to a frontier. This is quite nice, but we're going to wait. So resetting. Then we're going to move the round on. Round 4. It's still -1. Draw 2 cards. Let's leave these over here. Drawing 2 cards. What do we have? Deal 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card frontier. Not very useful. Deal 1 damage to this card and this card's frontier. Okay. Deal 1 damage. See, that's not too bad. I can keep working on it. Just bring it down till 2 damage to frontier. That looks better. And I want to keep that alive. We're focusing on zeal now, which we don't have much of. This time I will spend that to help bring out a card. We're bringing out 2 here, so we're spending 2. I still need to bring out 2 more somewhere else. Let's see what else I can bring out. And deal 1 damage to 1 enemy. No, I think we'll do this one as well, get rid of that. Okay, that spent that. I still need to bring out some zeal, which I don't have unless I tire to bring this out. Yeah, let's do this. So bring out this, spending that and that. They can't do anything, it's my turn. I spend this to deal 1 damage. Oh, so what's my current zeal? It's currently a 4. Let's leave it like that. So then I'm spending 4 zeal minus the 2 damage over here. End of the round. Onto round 5. I'm drawing 2 cards. This is where it's going to get interesting, because then now they are able to start bringing out 0 cards. I've got, I'll start refreshing. So let's have a look. I still need more zeal. I've got 1 here. I've got a bit more zeal. I do draw out more cards. I fancy playing this card. Deal 1 damage to every enemy in 1 frontier. That's interesting. Gets rid of this card. Sorry about this. This would have happened for a couple of rounds. So I've dealt 1 damage to this card, to 1 enemy in this card frontier. So we'll have taken some damage. And you know what? Very easy. It's just going to happen here. We've taken that 3 damage. That's come back. Okay, so we're going to do. Let's bring this out for 2. 1, 2. Spend that. Oh no, it's in this leader's enemy's frontier, so I can't do that. Let's see what else I can do. 2, 1 damage enemy. Deal 1 damage to every enemy in 1 frontier. Okay, let's bring out that then. No, I won't. Keep all my cards. Deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in 1. Okay, I think we're going to do this. So that's now gone. Now it's their turn. Now they do draw a 0. So we're going to start this side now. Remember, it's going to appear here first. Doing this, have a look, see how this looks. Yep, looks pretty fine to me. This is my discard pile. Okay, let's have another quick look through these. If you are interested, Terraforming Mars solo playthrough of Ares Expedition is coming. I have played Terraforming Mars solo on easy and on hard, so that's something I have to check out, as well as more Marvel Champions stuff and other stuff, Tekkenu or Tekkenu, and also Tawamitsu, amongst other things. Okay, so move this card to a different frontier. Okay, fine, so it's coming out. We're not doing anything with it. Do we want to get rid of this card? We don't really care about it. So now we're looking to do my turn. So we want to do damage here. We can do 3, 4, 5. I think we do 5, just to stick to the 5 to bring out this. They're all going to be exhausted. I won't bother doing that now. 3, 4, 5. Now it's its turn. It's bringing out another card to go here. And then it's going to do its objective. Okay, so it brings out another one. So it's also, so I passed, I think I passed already, so it's going to be its turn now. And now it is time to do this. So firstly, we do my objective first. So 1, 2, 3, oh, this has already happened. It's completed. Draw another card. So I draw my next card. Okay, do 1 damage to this, 1 damage to 1 enemy in this card's frontier. Okay, and the next one is we're looking for might. They are also now doing damage. So what do they have? They're looking to get 2 zeal. They have got 5, so they're doing 3 over here. So like I said, I try and race through these. Back to my turn, we're on to round 6. It does say 20, like I see how it goes. Let's move these over here. Do 1 damage to every enemy in this card frontier. I'd like to try and get this destroyed. Tire 1 on the enemy in this card's frontier. Okay, do 1 damage. Okay, I do want to bring out some more cards. I think that's better, and we do want might. So let's bring this out for 2. Let's spend 1. Yeah, easy. 2. Okay, and now it's its turn. It's bringing out another 0 card. And I feel like this would have gone somehow. Wouldn't have gone with that tactic, but never mind. Should have got rid of those tactic cards. I can double check my discard if I have one. can see that it's milling away. And Jason wants to stop shop. This is about that. So there's not many zeros. So we're now on to not being able to play a card. What it does, it plays one of these two cards. So we're going to shuffle these up, and it plays this one. So do one card to one, and then okay, fine. So it's coming out here. Just checking what cards I didn't keep. The enemy tactics cards. Yeah, there's an enemy tactics. Okay. So there, I'm stuck with these people. What do I have? I draw. What am I doing? Fighting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Boom. That's enough. All of that's used up. We've now completed that objective. Objective D of that's 4. There you go. Just twist them to show. It's their turn. It's now going to play a card. So it's playing out another card. It's my turn. I pass. They have its final turn, so it can't play any zeros. So let's just double check. Pretty sure it can do the next one. Let's have a look. When it's full, placement order. Yes, you place it from here. No, it just says if you can't place it out. Yeah, so we can't afford it. It's got nothing left to buy. We have completed that objective. We are now moving on to round 7. Card's still 0 for it, so it's got nothing to draw. I draw 2 cards. Ready my cards, and I don't get tired. What's the biggest bane of solo play? Is it just checking stuff? Okay, so now up to zeal. I've got 1, 2, got 5 zeal. Do I have any more zeal here? No. Remove all damage from, well, here you go, that gets rid of this each turn. Which of course it could have been, I can't do anything else. It would have done 3, 6. I'm wondering if that should have completed, but that might be next round. Do you know what, let's just complete it and give it a fair chance. Okay, so destroy 1 enemy attachment. They haven't got one. Destroy 1 enemy unit with zeal 0. Why on earth does this come out with a 3 on it? Shouldn't be there. Destroy removal damage. Deal 1 damage to every enemy 1 from tier. Yeah, let's do that for 2. Let's play it like that. 1, 2. So that's now played. To destroy this. Do you know what? I'm wondering where I want to do it now as well. Let's get rid of, and these are worse. 2. Okay, so got rid of this card. Where's my discard gone? Oh, I didn't have one. Let's go through them all. That's interesting. That card's going to come back again. Is that a waste? Is that a waste? Lose a card to bring it back and otherwise not be able to bring it back. That makes no sense. Do 1 damage to every enemy 1 for 2. No, that's what I'm doing. No, I won't do that. So if I don't do that, what do I do? Hold my cards? I think so. I hold my cards. So instead I place them different. I think we still focus on this. 3 zeal does have zeal. Prevent stuff? No. This is a good idea, healing these cards, let's do that. Do 1 damage. So let's bring this out. Hopefully it doesn't destroy it. So we've tied it. It's doing 1. I get 1 too. Its turn, it brings out a 0. It's got no zeros left. Back to me. And now let's go for the zeal. This makes sense. Tiring it to tiring it. Its turn can't do anything. Well, it could be damaging here, I guess. I guess it would tire first, so it would do 4. Thinking about it, so I'll let it off. Change my order on purpose. And I've got to do 3 zeals. I've got nothing here. Do 1 damage just for the sake of it. Let's do a damage over here, which would be here. Okay. Now it's its turn. It can't do anything because that would have already happened. It's my turn. I'm going to do. So I've got 1, 4, 5 damage difference of 2. Need to get to 6 as per usual. It can't do anything. Back to my turn. I can't do anything. End of round. Round 8. Draw 2 cards. Come on, need a bigger value. Nope. Tie 1 unrelated enemy. Tie 1 unrelated enemy. Okay, not good at all. There's no attachments. Destroy 1 at damage. No. Removal damage from character. Let's just play that for 1. Let's bring us all back. Untire. Oh, they would have taken damage. Blast. Alright, so draw that wouldn't have happened. Never mind. Okay, I want to bring out some zeal. Okay, we'll play this, I guess. Deal 1 damage to every enemy, 1 from tier. So we play that for 2. Yeah. Okay, so play that for 2, which does this one and this one. That tires it, so it's protecting that one, which means this takes a damage. It can't do anything else. It's still on. Oh, now it does have a turn of 1. It's drawing a card of 1 value. Easier doing it this way. Bring down an event. When an opponent generates resources, they lose all of their resources. Tie this card with a cost. Okay, so it's fine. I'm able to do that. Discard it. So now I'm not generating it, but I can do this. I can do damage because it's now tired. It's now whipping it. It's going to draw another card. Attached to a unit, it gains +1 zeal. So I'll attach it here. Okay. My turn. Destroy 1 attachment. So I'll play a card to destroy an attachment. Not that it needs it right now. Its turn. It's going to bring out another card. Remove 1 damage from 1 unit or character. So that's happened. That's the bad stuff. It's my turn. I'm thinking of still whipping on this. Spent all my cards. Do I want it destroyed? No. I deal 1 damage over here. Up to 5. Okay. Interesting. Alright. It's going to play and find another 1. Deal 1 damage to 1 enemy unit. Okay, so it's done that. I can choose which. I'll just choose my Mustafa. It's my turn. I'm going to. Got 5. I need zeal. We're going to do 4 zeal. No, we're going to do this one again. Whilst it's tired. Okay. Okay, that's its turn. It's bringing out another 1. Remove up to 2 damage from 1 unit or character. Great. Always a waste. Okay. At least it's only a half waste. Okay, my turn. I'm going to spend 3. Do 1 damage here. Oh, it is 3. What a waste. Nothing else I can do with it. Can't really retro that because it's in the card. Move 1 Ottoman unit or character. Okay, I don't know. Just pass. Its turn, it's bringing out a 1. Move this card to a different frontier. Oh, what's that? Okay, I'm passing it as a final turn, so brings out another 1. Move this card in frontier. And actually, it wouldn't have done that. It would have done this action. 2. So 2, it's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's done that. And then it's onto that. We're on to E, it's onto D. Draw 2 cards. Do 1 damage to 1 non-enemy leader. That would readied as well. Do 1 damage to an enemy leader. Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card's frontier. This is interesting because now I can do this. Right. Ah, may have misread this one. Right. Okay. Healing is what I need to do. Zeal is what I'm after. They don't have zeal. I'm thinking of leaving it. So 5. I'm just going to pass, so it's going to have 2 cards. The first one does this. Oh no, so it does that. Then it's my turn. I've got 3, 4, 5. Difference is 2. Its turn. It's going to draw 1. Destroy 1 non-enemy leader with a zeal 0. Okay, so what's it going to destroy? I don't mind destroying this one now. It was about to go anyway. They move up. My turn, I pass. Its turn, and it is doing its final thing. On round 8. Now there goes 1 card. Destroy 1 enemy infantry. I do have infantry, oh dear. So what is it being destroyed? I feel like Bloodlust. Okay, Suleiman the Magnificent. Okay, so if that's the case, that should come up. Oh, for my case, let's double check how the solo movement works. I think it's only a foe. Okay. Right. Right, let's move them up. Okay. So it can still do stuff. Let's check how. Okay, after play passes, we'll continue its turn. Okay, so maybe we're being too many of those things, that's fine. Okay. So. Okay, so now we're in 2 turns. I'm now going to move on to round 9. Still on 1. Drawn 2 cards. Tap to Frontier against +1 Might. Excellent. Card against 1 Might on the row 3. Excellent 2. Do 1 damage to this card and every enemy in this card. Oh, no on that. Nope. Might. So that looks quite good. Can I play that for 2? Using these 2 cards. Its turn. It's going to draw a 1. There we go. Okay, so back to me. I need zeal, I've got none. Move on to a unit, no. Do 1 damage, no, don't do that. Let's just pay that card to do attachment here. Focus on this place. Okay, so we're just going to stick it facing me. It's going to take a card, find a 1. Okay, so back to me. We have 3. I have got 3, 4. A single damage. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, its turn. Final turn for it. Its final turn will be to attack here. So it's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. Oh, only got 8. So it only does 5. Handy. Back to my turn. On to round 10. Draw 2 cards. Ready my cards, whatever's not spent. And we've got these 2. Attached to a unit or character, it gains the action Agile. Move this card. Note, do 1 damage to Frontier, then destroy this card. Excellent. Just spend that. Do 1 damage to an enemy. Do 1 damage to an enemy in this card. Frontier. No, just lose that card. And now destroyed. Got this out done. So now up to 6. 1 more to do that. Let's hold off. Okay, its turn. It's drawing out another 1, round 10. Destroy 1 enemy navy. It can, annoyingly. So it's lost my galleys. That's annoying. Didn't think these moved up, but maybe I misread that. The foes cards do not shift the battlefield. Okay. Okay. And they don't tire normally, actually. So for that reason, I'm going to take that out. Give myself a fighting chance. So on to, then we're doing damage. So it's got 3. We've got 4 minus 1. That's enough, I think, to then do that. Those cards. On to round F. So we draw a card. It's worth 1. Can't do anything with it. And then it's sort of taken its turn. And very tired. Okay. New round. I think we're around 11 now. Yeah, up to 2. So what do I have here? Attach a unit, gains +1. When a unit is damaged, prevent 1 its damage. Excellent. Okay, so I want to bring out a tactic. And we're looking for that. We're looking for might. Okay, let's just spend that. Cool, spend 2 cards. Its turn, it's bringing out a card. It's bringing out a 2 level card. This card gains might whilst in row 3. It does have it. It is after might. It's my turn. Doing might. So we're going for 3. We have 2, 4, 7. So we're doing 7 damage. Sorry, 7. We're doing 4 damage. Its turn, and it's definitely destroyed off this one. I'd have drawn a card. Attached to a character, it gains +1 zeal. Well, I've used up all my cards. Its turn, it's now going to attack for this. So it's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So it completes it in one hit. Okay. And now it's back to me. It's passed. On to round 12. Draw 2 cards. What are we after? Might. Do 1 damage this card and every enemy is called Frontier. Move 1 Ottoman unit. Nope. Do 1 damage this card. Nope. It to a character against +1 zeal. Don't care about zeal currently. So let's think about might. 4 heavy cards. Let's wait and just focus on this. So we're doing 3, 7. That destroys this. So that's now gone. Bringing up another card. I'm on to my final objective now. And that 7 would be simply, I need to do 5. So it would be this card and this card. Okay. Now it's its turn. It's going to focus on this. So it's doing 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So it's doing 4 zeal. Nearly at the end. It's my turn. I've already passed. I think I've taken its turn. I've already given its turn earlier. So now it's back to me to focus on this. Oh, it's this turn. So I'm going to do some damage. Time to do the damage round. So attached to a character. Yeah, I can do that. Let's just use that card to attach to a character. And let's think where we want to do stuff. 2, 3. Okay. So we're first looking at might. 2 against 2. Now in a tie, you both deal damage, I believe. Okay, if it's equal, you both deal damage each. Great. So this is looking really strong because I've already got 7 to 1. Then you compare zeal, and you see I've got 1, 2. It only has 1, so I'm ahead by 1. I've now completed this objective. So I take St. Elmo. So again, rewriting history. I'll leave it over here. Make sure I'm commanding it. Now we're moving over here. So what do we have? We have got might. I've got no might going on. I've got 1. It's got more, but it's still working through this. So it would have already spent those other cards, and then you have this one left. So we have 1 against 1. Nothing, but we do take 1 each. Over here, we've got nothing, and it's gained 1, 2. We compare zeal as well. I've got 0 zeal, it's got more, but it's not fighting on it. Next round, on to round 13. Same 13 again. Okay, 2 cards. What can I do? Destroy this card, play 1 card for free. Tire 1 enemy, maybe, I've done a leader. Do 1 damage this card and every enemy in this card frontier. This is where I want to move this card around to get Seneglia quickly. What I need might. Might, how can I get might easily? Don't have the values. I need a might card. It's not worth it. Oh, that's a waste over here. I think just for this round I'd do it. Do that to bring out this here. Okay. And now it's okay. And I did have this value actually. 2. So right. Bring out this card using this. Okay. What can it do? Now this is interesting because now when it brings out a card, value 2, it's going to replace this card. So bring out 2, goes away. They go from swimming to being in boats. Boat reinforcements. An action, you can deal 6 damage to Ramos capture the Sultana objective, which, as you can see, we're not on it, which is good. We've already been through it. It happened to be objective D. Okay, so I'm not sure where this came from. And it's going to focus on over here. So it's got 3 to do damage. It's got enough, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's now gone. It is interesting. Okay, so let's look through it. I have got 2 might, 3, 4, 5. It also has 5. Wow. Zeal, 1, just 1. It has got 4. So now it can start doing stuff. Oh dear, this is not looking good. Might, I have got 1. It has got 2, so it takes 1. Then look at Zeal, I've got 1 against 2, so it takes another 1. My turn, draw 2 cards, looking very close, doesn't look good. Ready my cards, and this time I just want to whap it. Right. What do I have? Draw 3 cards, no. But I think getting out some more might is good. Okay, let's play out this. Play out that for 2, 1, 2. And then start working on it. So, it's going to bring out another card. It's going to go here. It's bringing out a 2. Okay, so we lose the swimmers, and this time we have Pedro Masita. We have 1 order card, okay, so we need to worry about that. So doing damage. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 2, 5. So I've done 3 damage, which levels me up to 3. Then we do Zeal on 4. It's also on 4, 1 each, very close for Singlia. Over here, Might, I've got 2 against 2. Tying again. Zeal is 1, Zeal is 2. Let's take 1 there. New round, I draw 2 cards. My deck is getting very thin. Let's see what I have. Attached to a frontier, your opponent cannot move cards in. No, I don't care about that. If destroyed, so we're going to play out this 1 card to do that. And now let's see what we can do. Now we can start focusing. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 2, 5. Doing 3 more damage. It needs 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Zeal, I have 1, 4. It has 4. I think that's enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done it. End of the game, 1 as the Ottomans. Let's have a quick check to see how that looks. Yes, you can see that I've got everything needed. So, very interestingly, it's also 13 rounds to play. It's a longer video than other solo playthroughs. It's pretty much the longest I've done so far, coming in about an hour. Again, that's been St. Elmo's Pay, a solo playthrough. Yes, I goofed in a few places, realised that, addressed it. Took a few more turns, I think, actually, for the opponents, giving them an extra turn when it was my turn to pass. But it felt close. It was very enjoyable. And actually, one thing I haven't talked to you about is actually how many points did I get. So it wasn't a great score. I just want to make sure I won. So I got 5 points for player victory, 5 points each level beyond easy, well, I didn't. 30 points bonus for killing a leader, didn't do that, and 1 point for each damage token placed on the frontier. Well, I had 2, those were 2 were destroyed, so a total of 20. So my total score is 27. I am a knight, apparently. So there we are. Again, this will take a while to upload, but I look forward to you seeing this. It will be out, obviously, as soon as it can be. And again, there will be further schedulings going on. So please let me know your thoughts. Again, there's lots of text on the cards, so I know you will need that 4K zooming in ability. And hopefully, once you've seen the other videos and actually how to play the game, which I'm hoping you are already familiar with, this will make a lot of sense. If I was to go through everything else as well, we would be here for some bit more time. Like I said, very much enjoyable. Hopefully that really brought out everything about it, that tension, the fact that it came down to some very close things, the fact that obviously the rounds were close. And like I said, I think personally that this works very well solo. I'm very keen to know your thoughts based on how it played, you know, that classic peril moment, which I think is critical to both cooperative games and also solo games. And again, is that something that appeals to you? This was definitely not beat your own score. Yes, you have that too. It's about ensuring that you can take victory first. And that's why this historic battle system, this historic epic battle system is so interesting to trying to obviously win this game. Zeal, of course, these tokens and modifiers I didn't bother using. I don't tend to think I need to. It's just something that I'm aware of. But yeah, I was obviously trepidous going into this, how on earth I would go. And yeah, I found it very interesting. And yeah, keen to know your thoughts. Keen to know if anyone stayed with me on that one. And got everything that I was going through. Obviously, anything that I picked up on, then of course I addressed. These cards, they can go in various different baggies. I may have even added my own. And yeah, again, more videos coming soon. If you want to check them out, maybe I'll do a solo playthrough weekly. That is to be decided. Again, with a solo playthrough, it's difficult when you don't have an audience with you to, of course, decide whether or not that is something that you are after. But either way, I've enjoyed that, going through and obviously clarifying a few things, changing things, and deliberately focusing on a certain strategy, which you may well have picked up on. Hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. You can discover your own strategies, of course, you play. And you found that of interest. I know not a lot of people have discovered this British designer, especially in a solo format. So I'm hoping that's going to be something that you're going to find really appealing. Aside from that, as you can see, as I put my cards away, there are numerous baggies that, like I said, I may have added. And I think it's important to obviously sort your stuff as easily as possible when you deal with such things. But yeah, speak to you soon, and I look forward to bringing you another video ASAP. Right then, take care.